Hello students, let's solve another example. Let R be a ring and let A be a fixed element of R. A is a fixed element of R and let RA is equal to x belongs to R such that x is equal to 0. Show that RA is a subring of R. What is RA? From ring we are collecting such elements such that its multiplication with A is 0. Set of all elements of a ring such that its multiplication with this fixed A is 0. We have to show RA is a subring of R. So first property we have to show 0 belongs to RA. So definitely for any fixed A, 0 into A is 0. So 0 belongs to RA. Now let us take another elements x1, x2 belongs to RA. So as x1 and x2 belongs to RA, A into x1 is equal to 0 and A into x2 is equal to 0. Now this 2 belongs to RA. If we show that x1 minus x2 is equal to what? If we show x1 minus x2 belongs to RA and x1 into x2 belongs to RA, then we can say that RA is a subring. Now how x1 minus x2 belongs to RA? If x1 minus x2 into A into x1 minus x2 is equal to 0, then only x1 minus x2 belongs to RA. So let us take it, consider A into x1 minus x2 is ax1 minus ax2. Now this is by distributive law. Now A into x1 is 0, A into x2 is 0 by 1, so we get 0. Means what? A into this element is 0, so definitely this subtraction belongs to I. Similarly for multiplication, A into x2 by associativity, ax1 into x2. Now A into x1 is 0 into x2, so we get 0 here. So we can say as this multiplication is 0, x1, x2 belongs to I. So by properties of subring, S is a, not S here, IA is a, therefore IA is a subring of R. Okay. Another example is a ring R is Boolean ring if A square is equal to A for all A belongs to R, so that every element is idempotent. We know that idempotent element of a ring is an element A is idempotent is A if A square is equal to A. Now if every element of a ring is idempotent, then that ring is said to be Boolean ring. Our question is we have to show that every Boolean ring is commutative. So first of all, let R be a ring and let A square is equal to A for all A belongs to R. That is, assume that R is a Boolean ring. Now as R is a Boolean ring, A can be written as A square and A square is same as minus of A bracket square. Minus of A bracket square is minus A. Therefore we get A is equal to minus A. Means in a Boolean ring A is equal to minus A. Now what is our claim? We have to show R is commutative. We assume that R is a Boolean ring. Our claim is R is a commutative ring. That is, we have to prove AB is equal to BA for all AB belongs to R. Now as AB belongs to R and R is a Boolean ring, so we have A square is equal to A, B square is equal to B. Now A and B both belongs to R. Therefore by closeness of addition, A plus B belongs to R. As R is a Boolean ring, for every element its square is equal to element itself. Now A plus B bracket square is A plus B into A plus B. By distributive laws, here A into A plus B plus B into A plus B, this A plus B as it is. So it is, we simplify it, and in next step A square is equal to A, B square is equal to B, okay, because A and B are elements of a ring which is a Boolean ring. Now in next step this A will get cancelled, B will get cancelled by cancellation laws, and what remain? AB plus BA is equal to 0. Okay, AB plus BA 0 means this can be written as AB is equal to minus BA, but we just proved that in starting that in a Boolean ring every element is same as minus of that element. Therefore here we have written that minus BA can be written as BA. So we get AB is equal to BA. Means what? R is a commutative ring. So what we proved? Every Boolean ring is a commutative ring. Now let us solve some examples. Find all solutions of the equation. This is given equation x cube minus 2x square minus 3x is equal to 0 in Z12. Now what is Z12? It is set of elements from 0, 1 to up to 11. So how to find out solution? So put x is equal to 0. When x is 0 here we get 0 is equal to 0. So 0, this x is equal to 0 is a solution. Put x is equal to 1. So 1 minus 2 into 1 minus 2 minus 3 that is equal to minus 4, but which is not 0 in Z12, so 1 is not a solution. In this way we will find out, we put the values of x one by one and we will find out the solution of given equation. So next example, solve the equation 3x is equal to 2 in the field Z7 and in the field Z23. So first let what is given, 3x is equal to 2. As Z7 is a field, means multiplicative inverse exists, so we multiply this equation by 3 inverse. So 3x is equal to 2 is given equation, multiplied by 3 inverse into 3x is equal to 3 inverse into 2. So by associativity 3 inverse into 3 is 1, this x as it is equal to. Now what is 3 inverse? Now here 3 into 5 that is 15, which is 1 in Z7. Okay, in Z7 7 into 2 14, so remainder is 1. So 3 into 5 is 1, means inverse of 3 is 5. So we replace this 3 inverse by 5, so we get x is equal to 10. But what is 10 in Z7? 10 is same as 3 in Z7. So our solution is x is equal to 3. In which field? In field Z7. Similarly, to find out solution in Z23, again multiply by 3 inverse, so we get what? X is equal to 3 inverse into 2. But what is 3 inverse in Z24? 3 into 8, sorry, in Z23. Now 3 into 8 is 24, which is 1 in Z23. So inverse of 3 is 8. So we replace 3 inverse by 8, so we get solution 60. Next example, find all solutions of this equation x square plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0 in Z6. Now Z6 means set of elements from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we substitute x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, and we will check whether we get 0 or not. So we do not get 0 anywhere, so it is written that there is no solution for fx in Z6. You can check it. Similarly, this is second example for another equation. Next example is find characteristic of given rings. So for 2z its characteristic is 0, z cross z its characteristic also 0, z3 cross 3z its characteristic is 0. For z3 plus z3 its characteristic can be calculated as LCM of 3 into 3, that is 3. For z3 cross z4 its characteristic LCM of 3, 4, that is 12, and similarly for z6 cross z15. Next example, let R is a commutative ring with unity of characteristic 4. Compute and simplify a plus b raised to 4 for AB belongs to R. So what is given? R is a commutative ring with unity of characteristic 4. Its characteristic 4 means what? For any AB belongs to R, 4 into A is 0, 4B is 0. Now we have to simplify A plus B raised to 4. So by formula, A plus B raised to 4 is equal to this. Now it is of characteristic 4, so 4 into any element will be 0. So this will be 0, 4 into this will be 0. Remaining elements as it is. Again, 6a square b square can be written as 4a square b square plus 2a square b square. Again 4 into this element will be 0, so we get answer here. Now here again similar, let R be a commutative ring with unity of characteristic 3. Compute and simplify a plus b raised to 9 for AB belongs to R. Now you can solve it. A plus b raised to 9. Now how to find out this expansion? For that there is, so to find out coefficients, so plot this 1 1 1 1 1 1 plus 1 2 2 plus 1 3 3, here 1 1 4 6 4, like this. This is for square, this is for cube, this is for fourth power. For fourth power these are coefficients, means a plus b raised to 4 is equal to, this is fourth power, these are coefficients, so by binomial expansion a raised to 4 plus first next coefficient 4, so 4 a cube b plus next coefficient 6 a square b square plus next coefficient 4 a b cube plus last coefficient 1, so b raised to 4. So in this way you can find out coefficient of expansion for addition and for any power of that addition of two elements. So similarly this is for a plus b raised to 9, this is expansion, and except a raised to 9 and b raised to 9 all are with multiple of 3, so we get finally a raised to 9 plus b raised to 9 here. Similarly, next let R be a commutative ring with unity of characteristic 3. Compute and simplify a plus b raised to 6 for AB belongs to R. So this is expansion of a plus b raised to 6. Okay, now it is with characteristic 3. Now this is 6 15 with 15 6, which is multiple of 3, so that will be 0. And finally 20 a cube b cube, it can be written as 18 plus 2, so 18 that also becomes 0. So finally you get this answer. Next example is an element A of a ring R is idempotent if A square is equal to A. We have already seen it. Show that a division ring contains exactly two idempotent elements. We have to show division ring contains two idempotent elements. Now since 0 square is equal to 0, 1 square is equal to 1, and 0 and 1 both belongs to ring, and both belongs to this division ring, so we will show that this 0 and 1 are idempotent elements of R. So let R be a division ring. What is our claim? 0 and 1 are only idempotent elements of R. So by definition of idempotent element, let A be an idempotent element of R, and finally we will show that A is 0 or A is 1. So A square is equal to A. We are taking non-zero element, so by definition of idempotency, A square is equal to A, that is A into A is A. Let us pre-multiply by A inverse, so we get here A inverse into A1, A as it is, so 1 into A inverse into A1, means finally we get A is equal to 1, means idempotent element A is 1. So only two idempotent elements of a division ring are 0 and 1. Okay, so let's stop here. In next lecture we will see the next concept, that is Fermat's and Euler's theorem. Okay, thank you.